believe that's right. Oh yeah. Sweet. Going to paint today. What a wild thought, right? It's been a little while since I painted. A couple of days. Yeah, I think it's been, what, 5 days since I last painted? Hello, Solvix! How are you this morning for you? Yes. Hello, Angel of Death! How's it going? Getting out my dry palette with some texture paste on it. You know, whatever it takes, right? So, I have the Blob and Pyro. And of course, I wasn't thinking, Pyro is red and yellow, and I primed black. So that's going to take a little bit of effort to work right. Sorry to hear that. So let's get some dry brushing. Blob's normal outfit is a very dark gray. Seems odd, but not too crazy. I'm wondering if there are any other color schemes that might work. Oh yeah, definitely dry brush white, yeah. Oh, congratulations on the move. That must be an interesting change. We haven't really talked very much, so good to hear. Pyro has almost always had yellow and red. At least that's what it's looking like. Or nearly always. So I think that makes sense. Okay. So we're gonna go with a nice classic Pyro look. And let's see. Does the Blob ever have a color scheme that's not just really dark? Quick search says no. Okay. So we're just gonna go with the classics. Yeah, it's been a couple of days since I last painted. I've been working on a project, and it, involves more, not painting. So, we'll get there. We'll get there. I think I remember how. Just moistening up the dry brush just a tiny bit. Get some of the, you know, water off of it. Okay. There we go. That should be good. We're gonna start with dark gray. Yep. I have tomorrow's video up and ready for release. It's going to be 7 a.m. my time. So 12 hours from now. So I peeled back the corner of my wet palette and used the sponge. Let's see. Let's get a little bit closer. There we go. That's a little bit better, right? So yeah, this is the dark gray. Oh, I was saying about tomorrow's video. It is an army showcase. So if you'd like to see my whole Tyranid army laid out on the table all at once, tomorrow is the day. I cannot believe that this month is already gone. But it is a short month, you know? But tomorrow starts the Escalation League. Hello, Table's Edge. But yeah, been 2 months so far this year, and still have a lot of painting to go. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna start with this dark gray. I'm going to brighten up everything on the blob. And then I'll probably go back a little bit darker on the outfit afterwards. But I'm gonna bring quite a bit of brightness to these models first. Like, I'm gonna go all the way up to a white for Pyro. And I should probably do the same for the Blob, because there's a ton of skin tones that I'm gonna need to do. And I should probably hit the bases while I'm at it, because this is the scheme I do for the bases. So... But, yeah. I also got the reward things set up via channel points for Twitch. So, next time we do the Twitch stream, you can redeem points for different sound notifications and such. I got some set up. looking forward to that, and I'm actually wondering if we might want to focus more on the streaming on Twitch because of those sound notifications. You'll let me know on Tuesday, I'm sure, whether or not they're worth just streaming over there instead. I've been trying to equally stream on both platforms, and I don't know, the interaction on Twitch seems a lot stronger, and I think it might be worth it to focus more on that for the streams and use YouTube just for the videos. Let me know how you feel about that. I know that the majority of you use both of them, but there might be a few people that don't. And now for my Sky Gray. I got some of the dark gray on the nozzle. That's funny. Yeah, based on what I've seen, it requires me to get a subscription to be able to do the dual streaming. And that seems a little bit outside of my use right now. Yeah, it's not a simple put both of them out here. The last time I looked, it's like a $17 a month fee or something like that. I could be wrong, but it's something in that general area, and I don't know, it's not worth it to me to stream to both platforms for that. I can stream at one or either and not worry about the other one, but the sound alerts from Twitch do seem a little bit more interesting. Being able to earn points to make, sound alerts happen, just, it's pretty cool. It's not just me talking. You have a little bit more interaction. So, I don't know. It's a thought. I mean, there's a reason I use both right now, but I don't know. I can also just re-upload streams onto YouTube later on, so it's not like I can't, save my videos, because, YouTube does have that feature. You can go back and watch it later and not have a short timeline or anything like that. But that's easy enough to just re-upload after the stream. So, I don't know. Hmm. I didn't wipe this off enough. Nice and bright. Yep. Not too worried about it since we're going all the way up to pure, well, maybe not pure white, but close. But yeah, I've been working on the army showcase lately, so not as much painting done, but I will be starting the Legion of the Damned paint job after going to the game shop tomorrow. I don't know how many streams I'll be painting them. I might be using the streams as an escape from those projects. I don't know. Or maybe I'll paint a few if you guys want to see them. Welcome back, Solvix. I was asking about whether or not with the sound alerts available now on Twitch, if we wanted to maybe focus more on streaming over there instead of YouTube, and I can just upload the videos later on so that we can re-watch them if we ever want to. Sound alerts are fun, so I don't know. It's a thought. But yeah, Salamander's starting tomorrow. I don't know how many streams I'll be doing with them, but that is going to be my next big project. So I'm looking forward to it. It'll be nice to have a nicely painted modern Space Marine army. You know, new chair, I'm gonna go flying down. Okay. Hey look, now I'm not halfway off the camera. Alright, that was the Sky Gray. I want to do something brighter. Should I do Ivory next? I think I'll do Ivory next. Yeah, I know there's the Twitch versus YouTube thing. I just feel that if I'm only streaming once per... Alright. Have a good one, Solvix. And it's like, if I'm only streaming once per week to each of the platforms, kind of not a lot. I almost feel like twice a week to Twitch would be a better thing than once to each, but I could be wrong. I'm just thinking about it right now. I haven't decided anything. You know, nothing's set. And I can always change it later if I don't like how it's working. So, I don't know. I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. So I'm just putting down some ivory now over the sky gray that I just did. I'm not doing too much other than the blob's skin right now. I figure I don't need to go any brighter on his clothing, especially if I'm going to darken it back down. I don't know, maybe I will. Maybe I won't. I haven't decided yet. Ha! Having each of these be separate characters means I have some leeway in what colors I use and where. I'm just referencing the, here, I should be able to do this. I'm just using the Jarvis protocol images as a reference point. Just simple enough. That was a little bit thicker than I was originally intending, but yeah, you know. Light's coming from that side of his body, I guess. Okay. That's not horrible. Focus. I haven't fixed the focus. I mean, being that it's a 3-color dry brush so far, it's not gonna be perfect, but... Look at that face. He looks so happy. Okay. Oh. I click autofocus, get rid of it, and it still goes right back. Okay. I'm gonna do a tiny bit of this down low on the base, but I don't want to do too much. Yeah, Nurgle-like, definitely. I get about half and half right now, Angel. Um, but having the option to have sound alerts does kind of push it a little bit that way. And I have hit affiliate on Twitch, whereas I'm still several hundred away from the equivalent on YouTube. So there's a little bit more reason to go there and give it more time, being that I've actually hit the next tier of stuff from the this side of the streaming and everything. So, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I'm thinking maybe I'll try it out for a month just on Twitch and see how it goes. So same days, just both on Twitch instead of YouTube. Especially since I am going to be doing a whole bunch of videos for YouTube. So it's not like the YouTube content's going to be lower. Okay. Yeah, I think for March I am going to do both streams on Twitch just to see how it goes. So I'm actually releasing a video every alternating day in March. So tomorrow has the first of them, but there will be 16 videos in March. Because I'm crazy and I decided that that would be a good idea. Yeah. So quite a few little videos to watch. Hopefully they're fun. Alright, I think I need to go... I don't want to go too much brighter. I might just do another coat of ivory. Because yellow and red are both notoriously bad for coverage. And I want it to be vibrant. Okay. Let's see. What do I want to do next, color-wise? So he's mostly skin tone. And Pyro is mostly yellow and red. So... let's see. Yellow and red. What do I have for... Alright. More Gundam. More Gundam. I'm painting Pyro and the Blob today. I won't say no to more Gundam, but this is today's paint job. I'm gonna shake the basic skin tone up a little bit because I don't know the last time I used this. So, how's it going, Sean? This next step might actually be kinda crazy, but I'm gonna try it and see what it looks like. Once I get this shaken up a little bit. Alright. Hopefully that's enough. And I'm putting this on my dry brush palette. Oh, wow. It is so watery. So, that's what I just put on this palette. That is, either not very shaken, or just a really, really thin paint. I think it's gonna just be a really thin paint. So, okay. Let's try this out then. I don't know if it'll work or not, but we're gonna do it. Nice old bad brush that I need to clean and or replace. Yep, you see what I just did. I just slathered non-diluted paint all over the Mini. Yeah. Oh. Cool. I hope the overnights are decent for you. And I do look forward to seeing more of your droid army getting done. Because it's been a while since I've seen progress on that. I'm gonna clean up just a little bit of that. All right. That was my paintbrush. It's over there somewhere now. So because it was somewhat thinned, you can kind of see some of the details underneath that. I might have gone a little bit thicker than I needed to, but made them skin tone. Yeah, it has been a while. But I'm glad to hear that you're planning to put more time into them. So, I think I'm going to dilute that just a little bit more to do Blob's skin. I don't want it to be a fully translucent layer. Opaque? I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, words. I want it a little bit thinned, but I don't want it too thinned. I want some of the shadows to still exist from this. But I am going to put a... Oof. That wasn't kind... Yeah, okay. Let's... Hold on a second. Alright, now that I've cleaned up that spot. But yeah, I'm trying to just do a moderate layer of skin tone. I don't want all of the dry brush that I just did to go away, but I don't want it to be too noticeable either. I do need it to be the right color. Because I can take this after I do a wash over it. I think I might just go with Gilliman Flesh. But once I do that, I can come back and use this basic skin tone as the highlight color. So dry brushes, color, contrast, highlights. He is. Yeah, okay. I was, for a second there, I was like, he's not wearing gloves, right? I'm not painting this skin tone for nothing. So, yeah. He has bracelets on, but he doesn't, or whatever, arm bands. But he doesn't have gloves. So that's good. And then I will tint the hair back after this. Mm-hmm. Okay. Alright, so that's Blob's skin tone, first layer. And you can still see some dark splotches and stuff. That's intentional. And Pyro's suit has a lot of that still coming through. There's still dark and light areas, but it is now much, much brighter overall. So hopefully this works. I haven't tried it before. I need that brush that went over there. Now that it's covered in gunk. Yeah. Oh, right. This isn't even the good brush. Okay. It's not the brush I wanted. So yellow under arms and upper leg. Alright. So what do I have for yellow? Oh, I have Army Painter Demonic Yellow. We'll see how that works. This might be a horrible color to use. We won't know until we try it out. And heal him in flesh while I'm over there. Alright. Wet palette coming out. Yeah. I think it funny that at least two of the yellows that I own are extremely dry. I don't like how this is coming out of the bottle. Or not coming out of the bottle, I guess, would be more accurate. Yeah. I think I need to buy a new line of vibrant colors. Get a better quality yellow and red and stuff like that. I mean, I've had this bottle of paint for 10 years, almost. So sometimes updating your paint is not a bad idea. Plus, that's like the old formula and everything, so we'll see if this even paints well. It's not horrible. I'm gonna need to do 2 or 3 coats, but Oh, I'm using the demonic yellow army paint, war paint, that I've had for about a decade. So I'm trying to do yellow. It doesn't look horrible, but it's definitely going to need at least 2 coats, 3 coats. I had to take the nozzle off so I could get the paint out. So I was just thinking I should probably buy a couple of better yellow and red and stuff, because I've been struggling with those colors for a while now. I just went way too high up on that, didn't I? No, actually, I don't think I did. That's weird. Okay. Anyway. I suppose going over yellow with red is not as bad as the other way around. But yeah, I think I need to get a few new paint in the vibrant colors that I have issues with. Paint has gotten better over the years, and I'm still using the same old stuff, so yeah. I might even go with like Pro Acryl or AK or any number of other things. They exist, but I'm just thinking this old army painter yellow that I've had for a decade is surprisingly still working, but I'm sure there are better. I think sometime next month, I mean, next month being tomorrow, the start of next month, whatever. I think I might look into a few new paints. Not a whole line of paints or anything, because I don't actually have a problem with the majority of my colors, but, you know, I could use a little bit of help with the newer, you know, for a few of these colors. I think that's supposed to be red, and I don't see the line where it's supposed to transition. So, I don't know. Yeah, I think even if I just upgrade to the newer Army Painter, that'd help. Because, like I said, really old paint from a long while ago. I know that they updated their formulations and everything. So, you know, an occasional update in equipment is a good thing. But as far as yellow, that's not the worst yellow I've painted. Let's see. Red gloves, red, that's red. Okay. Yeah, I mean, as far as being old, and I'm gonna change my focus. Come on. Somewhere in this area. I mean, being an old yellow paint, that's still covering fairly decent. It's not perfect, but after my second coat, it might look pretty good. Where is the focus point? Up there? Okay. But that's not horrible. I need to find the right red for this, though. Let's see. I almost want to do that, but I'm not going to. I'm gonna just use this red. Red. No, I'm not. I'm not even gonna take a chance. I'm just gonna go straight for the Mephiston. Ooh, okay. One of the things that I'm thinking about doing is actually trying to paint up my boarding actions while painting up the salamanders. So, we'll see how that goes. But I've had several things of terrain that have been sitting around, and I thought, you know, having that actually done probably isn't a bad thing. So, I have it primed, so I just need to get like 2 or 3 colors down and then do some detail work. So, shouldn't be that difficult. It's just time consuming. Okay. Okay, red. Yellow and red. Why did I choose to paint a mini in yellow and red today? Oh, yes. Yes, yes. Yeah. The difference between painting with Mephiston red and that yellow. Just like... I might not even need to do a second coat of red. Oh, crud. I need a smaller tip brush. Yeah, look at the red compared to the yellow. I know it's blurry, but like it just covers. But that's why I use Mephiston red. Yeah. Yeah, it was funny. I know Angel also likes Monster Hunter. I haven't really played it very much, but... Well, I've never played Monster Hunter, but I've seen quite a bit of it, and it looks fun. I just don't play as many video games. Every now and then I like to play a couple, but it's not a normal thing for me. But maybe one of these days I'll actually play some... Yeah, yeah. I'm not surprised. Maybe I'll do a stream with a video game at some point. Like, I don't know about Monster Hunter, but there's a video game or two, computer game or two, that I'm interested in. So I might do a stream at some point with one of them. to clean up his face a little bit. But But yeah, I think playing a video game here or there might be a good thing. Break up some of the painting streams and building streams. I don't actually see the line that I'm supposed to be following, so I'm trying to find the reasonable location. I have to clean this up again. Oh, that doesn't look bad. There. Is it the bridge game? Oh, wow. The bridge game. Wow. Do you know that Polybridge 3 came out not what, like a year or two ago, I think? But yeah, I was still playing Polybridge, and they have a third one out now. So alright, have a good one, Solvix. Ah, the music stopped. Alright. Where'd the music go? There we go. Hey, one of these days maybe I'll play some games instead. It is rough though when you're like, well, I could be playing a game, or I could be painting, or I could be building a Gundam. Like, that's pretty hard to decide which one, you know? But yeah, I think over the next couple of weeks, next month or so, I'll try out a few different things and see how it goes, and maybe change it up a little bit. I think that's good. A little bit of change of pace is good, right? Hey! How's it going? Yep, I was about to say. Hey, mustache. I am painting up Pyro and the Blob today. How have you been, mustache? Been working on your projects too? I've actually been spending the last 2 or 3 days looking at models. There's a game that I don't currently play that I've been considering buying models for. And they're not even games that we've discussed before. I am looking at a game that hasn't even been mentioned on stream yet. Hope life stuff isn't going horribly. Just busy, I'm hoping. Okay. Yeah, I saw you unboxing that, pile of elves last, so... Wait, what? Did I mention it? Did I mention it on stream? Because it is. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I've been looking at bolt action. Angela, would you like to get in on the action with me? Bolt action. You don't have to buy models, just learn how to play. It's World War II, pretty much. They just did a 3rd edition rulebook, or rule set. So but I have an idea of 2 or 3 forces that I wouldn't mind having, and I figured I'd go to the swap meet in April and then go from there on whether or not I picked up some models, just to see if anyone had some, you know, secondhand before I purchase anything new. But it's not too expensive, and I would not have a problem with collecting a few forces, at least not the infantry stuff. The vehicles I'm not exactly sure price-wise, but intro games are about 500 points, and you can play 1,000 point and stuff like that, so oh, they're doing a push with Conflict 47? Really? I did not know that. But yeah, I wouldn't be against getting a couple of armies together if it means I can play them. I mean, that's really the biggest downside right now for some of the games. If I don't have an opponent. Yeah. I went to Chicago Dice, I think is the website, and they talked about one-box armies. So for like $50 or $60, you can have a fairly decent-sized force. So $200, and I'd easily have 2, maybe 3 forces, depending on what I can find secondhand. And that sounds really nice. Okay. Well, it looks like Pyro. I'm gonna do a second coat of yellow. But first, I'm going to do the Gilliman Flesh on Blob, because I need that to dry before I do more on him. Yeah, I know that they just refreshed everything. I'm looking forward to it. I think it would be good to try out. And of the armies and game systems that I've been looking at, that's not too expensive comparative. So I'm gonna go back over with the basic skin tone after I've done the Gilman flesh. So I'm using this more like a wash, but just a really heavy-bodied wash instead of a contrast, you know? There it is. Okay. Okay. But yeah, I'm curious about that as well. And since I still haven't found a good price for the dwarves, I figured that might be a good alternative army to build up for the year. I don't know. Hello, Francois! You know, I completely forgot to let you know Tuesday that it was going to be the Twitch stream, not the YouTube. um... Yeah, we're just trying to get some volume to the skin. It's gonna be splotchy. I don't really mind that. Because when I go back and highlight it up again, it'll be more natural with the splotchiness, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. I might do, you know, 6 layers of paint on his skin. I don't know. I'll go back and forth until I like it. Whoop, yep. That's a bad idea. Don't do that. I forgot. Once the contrast is down, don't touch it. So that's going to be how I let it dry. And I'm going to not do anything else with it yet. So it's definitely chunky and has several different areas where it's way dark or way light, but once I come back and highlight up the different areas, it should be okay. We'll see. That's definitely darker than Blob usually is, but okay. So now a second coat of yellow on Pyro. Yep. Yep, still scarred from that. Not really, but... Yep. I think I'm going to do a soft tone shade over the yellow and red. Once I've done probably a third coat of yellow. I want some definition to it, but I don't want it to be super crazy outside of the yellow range. So I think the soft tone will be good. But a little bit of definition in the recesses is probably a good thing. Yeah, it's actually going pretty well. I mean, an hour and a half in, and they have color on them. Like, I have quite a bit still to go, but Pyro definitely has his two main colors down. I mean, I still have to work on the flame work and the backpack, but it's Pyro. And that Gilman flesh is drying decently well. So I think I'm actually going to go with his clothing now, because I'm going to take the dark gray that I used earlier, and I'm going to make a thin wash. Oh, not a wash, but a thinner layer. And I'm going to try to get that to not be a full layer. I want just a little bit of the undercolor to show through. And I can always highlight up from that again. So it's just a little bit showing through. I could have probably made it a little bit more transparent. And I do plan on using True Metallic for his stripes, whatever you want to call them, the belt and other bits. So, Francois, I was talking earlier about the YouTube versus Twitch streaming times and everything, and I've been thinking about going majority for Twitch for a little while. I don't know if you would want to watch over there or not, but I was able to get affiliate, so I have the sound alert stuff now, so you can play sounds and stuff over there. So, I don't know. I was thinking about trying that out for a little while. The last time I looked at Dual Stream, it costs like $17 a month for that program. I don't know if 17 is the exact amount, but the last time I looked at it, it costs more money than I'm willing to pay for a dual stream system. Which is annoying. I'd also have to figure out how to do the dual chat thing. So, I don't know exactly. I don't know. I'm still trying to think about it. I really like the idea of having the sound alert availability. YouTube just has it. So OBS lets you choose where you're going out to. You can choose output, but you have one output destination. So I could change it to YouTube or change it to Twitch, but I can't have dual output. And then if you put it, I think there's some way to like output to both, but it's like you copy one to the other to make a, I don't know. It's not something that I've been able to find out other than purchasing a system that allows you to do both. So I haven't seen anything inside of OBS that allows me to do one. Yeah, exactly. No, you can't open OBS twice, and if I try to open Streamlabs while OBS is running, it says, hey, all of your cameras are already being used. So I don't think I can without actually having to pay for the service. And however much I would love to dual stream, I don't want to do it that badly. So okay, so that's got no shadows, or it's just gray now. Yep. So for the moment, I can choose one or the other. Okay, I'm gonna highlight up a little bit once I've moved on. Okay. Well, yeah, I do sometimes upload my Twitch streams to YouTube for a later watch. Doing it the other way around, Twitch only saves things for like 2 weeks anyway. So that's why I usually upload them to YouTube afterwards. But it's just it's a whole bunch of different stuff, and it's like it's not fun to deal with that kind of stuff, you know? I just want to have fun and have the interaction and be like, okay, this is what we did. So I need like a blonde, a yellow blonde color. And in yellow as hair color? Alright. Have a good night, mustache. Yes, I just went from Ian in yellow hair color to Ian in yellow flame. I'm going to do a wash over one to be a different color, and a wash over the other one later on. But I'm going to do a base of both in the same color. Because I can. But that is the reason why I've been kind of doing one or the other. And I don't know, I think I've been enjoying the Twitch streaming more for the interaction and the point redeems and stuff like that. It's just slightly better setup for interaction, whereas YouTube has a better history. You know, when you upload the videos, they hold on to them longer, being that there's no time limit. You know, it's not just a 2-week period. So I like YouTube's length of holding on to things, but I can just upload things later on. I don't know. You can? I haven't seen any systems to allow you to do that. Okay. Interesting. But yeah, like I said, I haven't seen how, so that's why I haven't done it. Let's see. That is a golden color. Golden color, that's why I'm going to use brass. But yeah, that's the reason why I haven't done it. But I know I have it on Twitch now, where you can do the point redeems, because I set them up last night. And I need to remember to change my paint water over because I'm about to do metal. So... Alright. Might have to do 2 passes of metallic to get a good coverage. And I'm still gonna have to go through and do some highlighting and stuff on the skin tone and the clothing. But even if I can get all of the base colors fully done and ready for those highlights, that's still a decent night of painting, right? I mean, I still have over an hour, so... We'll see how far I can get, but I don't have to finish them tonight. But I do have a few other people who watch on Twitch mainly and don't usually come over to YouTube, so I know it's not just you, Francois, that has a preferred option. I've been trying to bounce between them because of that, but it's been a little bit rough because only one per week in each of the locations is a little bit low. And I don't really have the option to do, 4 streams a week, sadly. Oof. Yeah. Honestly, if I hadn't started streaming on YouTube, I'd probably prefer Twitch over YouTube. But I have an extra year of YouTube streaming content than I have on Twitch. But I heard a lot of good things about Twitch, and I was watching Twitch, and that's why I decided to go try it out as well. And for the streaming, I think it is a better service. But I don't know. I can understand YouTube being an easier thing if you already have YouTube to just watch a stream, but I don't know. Oh, yep. I need to reposition so I can see what I'm doing better. I've been making a few mistakes on this. Some spillage. Okay. I almost went down on a Pyro to use as a mouse. Okay. All right. We have colors down on Blob and Pyro. Let's do a gunmetal for Pyro's backpack. Since I have the metallic water out right now. Just trying to get some of these little details in here right now. Trying to paint gunmetal right next to yellow. Trying to be a little careful because I don't think I'll be able to cover yellow over gunmetal. He's also a lot smaller than some of the other models that I've painted. He's just a normal, scrawny little dude with flame powers. Thanks. I mean, I honestly really like how it's coming out. Like, that yellow is good and the red's good. The Blob's flesh tone needs some work. It is a bigger model, so I'm not surprised that I feel like it needs more work. The Valrak. Why? I really am curious why. Yeah, but the Blob isn't a Imperial Fist. I still don't have an Iron Fist. I wouldn't mind adding it to my collection, but I don't have one yet. Okay. Ironware, yeah. Oh, I need some tea. Alright, so I'm gonna put 1 drop of sky gray in the dark gray. Try to make a highlight color for the Blob's clothing. And Then I'll go through and I guess do the skin after this. All right. I want to get this nice and runny because I want it to be a very thin layer. All right. Okay. That does show, right? Just trying to brighten it incrementally and hit 2 or 3 coats of highlight on here. I'm still trying to get used to highlighting. It's just crazy when you think how long I've been painting and I still haven't really gotten that great at this step. But, you know, we all have our own little journeys that we're going on, different speeds. Yep. I mean, that has multiple colors now. It's kind of more. You can kind of tell that he's got, you know, stuff going on. So, I think I like it. Honestly, I think other than his flesh needing a little bit, well, a lot of highlighting. I like how he looks. I think I need to do his skin tone. And I think he'll be decent. But yeah, his flesh needs work. But I think his suit works well. And then Pyro needs a soft tone. Oh, I still haven't fixed his face. And how about not getting that on his collar? I know this might not be accurate. Ugh, that's not gonna happen. That brush isn't gonna happen for that. Where is the brush I need? I am going to use this brush. I shouldn't be using this brush, but I'm going to. So the reason I said I shouldn't be using this brush is this is my size 0 brush that I've not been using because this one's for edge highlighting. My Custodes that I've done so much with in the last year. But yeah, I just thought it is, well, I made his eyes dark gray for contrast purposes more than anything else. Okay. And now I think it's time for the basic skin tone. This feels weird. Okay. That... I'm afraid to focus this because it looks bad. That's still not focused enough. Oh, yeah, this is only the second layer. Oh, wow. That... No, the face is gonna take a while. The skin's gonna take a while. So I'm making a really thin skin tone, and I'm doing 2 or 3 passes on the areas where I want the highlights, and a single pass on the rest, just to brighten it up just a tiny bit. I want that flesh tone, the Gilliman flesh tone that I did, to act as an undercolor, not as a... I don't want any of that color actually being 100% anymore. There shouldn't be any of that on the surface at the end. That might be weird. I don't know. kind of want to make it look veiny and not really bruised so much, but not monocolor either. I'm wondering if the basic skin tone is too bright overall. But I don't know. Might just need to build up more layers to bring back the color. I don't know. I'm just sitting here painting and not even talking. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if what I'm doing is actually going to work for what I'm looking for as a final product, which is always fun. When you're not really sure. But the only way I can really tell if it'll work is if I continued trying. And I suppose it's either gonna work or it isn't, and I'll continue adding colors until it does, right? I think I just slathered white on the color that I don't want it. Okay, there we go. Okay. So here's where I find out if it's going to work or not, I think. You know, if I don't put skin tone on my brass, but that doesn't help. The legs need another coat. Yeah, I don't know why I decided to paint a model that's, you know, 60% flesh tone. But all right. So, since the last time, needs a little bit of shadow work on the face. But overall, I think the colors and the coatings that I did, like, the shadows are there, but they're not, like, super pronounced. And of course, the basic skin tone is not as dark as even I am. It's a very pinkish color, so I think I might actually take another skin tone color and do a glaze over it. Or I suppose I could do a very, very watered down film and flesh. Bring back some of the particular spots. I just take one brushful. Two. This is about a 3-to-1 water mix. This is either gonna work or it won't. Alright. Yeah. Needs to dry. Okay. And wow, I forgot to autofocus again. Okay. So when I click the autofocus, I need to let it zoom in, zoom out, and then zoom back in for focus. That's good to know after so much time. Alright. Now for some soft tone. Here goes. I'm almost wondering if I should put this soft tone over the blob. I think I will. Yay. I think we're nearly there. Feels weird working up, down, up, down for the blob, but okay. Grave Lord Grey. There we go. A little bit of this. Just try and get this spacing done. I know it's just a speed paint over a dry brush, but we're nearly there. And then I just have to get it in focus to show off what they look like, and when they're dry, I can come through and do black base rims. That's not a bad 3 hours. Not at all. And as far as skin tone goes, that's not horrible. I've done much worse. Alright, let's get this to focus. Let's see. Will that focus where I want it to be? Yeah. Not bad for focus. But here's Pyro. Maybe if I... come on. Where's the focus? There we go. So here's Pyro. Nice yellow and red. And his backpack thing. And Blob. Being that it's such amount of flesh, I don't think that's that bad. I think it has some nice shadows and highlights, and it's not a basic single color. It has several layers to it. It's a little dirty, but that's because I wanted it to look dirty. But I think that's pretty good. And it's much closer to an actual skin tone now. So, that's good. Alright. Well, that was fun. Thanks for hanging out with me as I painted. Glad we had some conversations and... But now I'm gonna go relax and get ready for tomorrow's game day. So... Have a good one, Francois. And everyone else. Until the next time, I hope you find your bit of bliss. Good night.